and Assalamualaikum. So today we are going to discuss on how to understand the elements that involve informal and informal communication strategies based on our class. So there are several essential aspects in interpersonal communication. The aspects are: first, problem solving skills; second, negotiation skills; third, decision making skills; fourth, group discussion skills; and lastly, listening skills. So on today's meeting, I'm going to talk about the problem solving skills. So first, we have to talk about the importance of understanding the root cause before jumping to the solutions or conclusions. So we have to ask on our club or our member so that we know the root cause before to jumping the conclusion. So second, we have to look for the solutions. Brainstorming is the key. So it's important because to encourage coming up the multiple ideas even if some seem unrealistic at first. Furthermore, we have to choose a solution. We have to discuss on how to analyze pros and cons before making any decisions. Next, implement the solution. We have to highlight the importance of taking action and not just planning. And lastly, monitor the progress. We have to monitor the progress so that we can explain how following up helps us to know if the solution is working or need adjustment.
Okay, for the next part is negotiation skill. I will talk about the negotiation skill. Negotiation skill can mean having the abilities to reach mutual agreement between two sides to resolve an issues. There are many examples of negotiations in life, such as in job interview when asking for salary or benefits, in buying a house or business contract, and many more. The main skills that can set to have a successful negotiations is when one prepares for it by making a research about the other party. Next is having emotional intelligence helps in staying calm while under pressure and not panicking. Read the room for tone, body language, and the moods of the negotiator. While having emotional intelligence is important, listening actively might help in giving extra points where we listen for clues and the concerns of the opposing party. We can ask them an open-ended questions to make them feel involved. Negotiation is an important aspect in our life where it can lead to having a better deals, gain more confidence as we are more in control with our circumstance, and helps in strengthen relationships with both sides.
Okay, so for my part, I got us through the decision making process. First, we need to identify the decision we are trying to make. And then second, we should gather relevant information, check the information from outside sources if needed. Third, we will identify the possible alternative, come up with a few different directions that we could take. Fourth, we will weigh the evidence by looking at the pros and also cons of each option. And then we choose the best alternative based on what we have discussed. And once we have made the decision, make sure everyone knows their role. And finally, we review the decision and reflect on how it went and see what we can improve next time.
Okay, for my part is group discussion. Uh, there are eight primary elements in this group discussion. First, introduce topic where we provide introduction and brief the purpose of discussion. Uh, Start by clearly uh, starting the topic and why it's being discussed. This help everyone understand the goal. For prepare, give some time for people to take notes. Um, and then third, initiate, present thought and point of view. One or more participants begin by sharing their perspective or argument about the topic. And then we discuss, listen and speak if required. This is the main part where everyone takes turn to listen and respond. Respectfully communication is the key. So for next, ask question. Asking question help clarify someone's point or challenge it respectfully to deepen the discussion. And then we build consensus where we try to find common ground and bring different opinion together. For the next conclude, we summarize the main point discussed and end with discuss this decision or agreement if needed. The last uh, we provide feedback. After the discussion, give constructive feedback to help improve future discussion.
And lastly, we are going to discuss about the key elements of effective listening skills. Firstly is limit distractions, which means putting away anything that might interrupt your focus like phones or background noise so you can give full attention to the speaker. And then use the right body language that show you're listening through eye contact, nodding, and open posture. And next is focus on the present. Present. Stay mentally present. Don't think ahead to how you'll respond. And next is connect the meaning, which pay attention not only to words but also to tone, emotions, and body language. And then summarize the content. After listening, briefly repeat or rephrase what the speaker said to ensure you have understood correctly. And lastly is ask questions. Use both open and closed questions to clarify points or encourage the speaker to share more. This keeps the conversation active and meaningful. And that's it for our discussion for today. Thank you for the cooperation.